You think the war is over. You think the hard part is done. But what if I told you, the real enemy isn't out there? It's in here, right inside your own head. You beat the outside noise. You proved people wrong. You overcame challenges that should have broken you. But now, it's quiet. And in that silence, a different kind of war begins. Most people don't lose to the world. They lose to themselves. Because the outside enemy is loud, obvious, and clear. But the inside enemy, it's subtle. It hides. And it knows exactly where your weak spots are. Let's talk about it. You see, when we fight outside forces, a toxic person, a hard situation, failure, rejection, our focus is sharp. We know what to do. But when the enemy is within, the battlefield looks different. There are no punches to throw. No faces to blame. It's you, against you. And that's the toughest fight of all. First, your comfort zone becomes your new enemy. After the storm ends, most people stop pushing. They let their guard down. They say, I've made it. But success doesn't destroy you, comfort does. It's that soft, silent trap that whispers, rest a little more. Slow down, you've earned it. And before you know it, the fire that once drove you, fades. Think about it. When you were fighting the outside world, you were hungry. Focused. But once the pressure is gone, your mind tries to take the easy road. That's when discipline matters more than motivation. That's when winners separate from the rest. Because the truth is, comfort is seductive. It makes you believe you're safe. But growth doesn't live in comfort. Growth lives in the stretch, in the uncomfortable. And if you're not careful, that same comfort that once felt like a reward, becomes a cage. Second, your own thoughts can become your worst enemy. You can run from people. You can avoid situations. But you can't escape your own mind. It knows exactly how to break you. When you're alone, it starts whispering, you're not good enough. What if it all falls apart? You didn't really earn this. You're just pretending. And here's the dangerous part, it sounds like truth. But it's not truth. It's fear. It's insecurity. It's doubt wearing a mask of logic. Your mind remembers your past failures. It replays your fears like a broken record. But here's the thing, your thoughts are not commands. They're just noise. You don't have to obey every whisper that passes through your head. The real strength is not in silencing those voices completely, it's in learning how to talk back. It's in standing tall and saying, no, not this time. Third, your old self wants to drag you back. Every time you level up, your past self gets uncomfortable. Because growth is scary, change feels threatening. So it tries to pull you back with old habits, old excuses, old patterns. It says, you've changed too much. It was easier before. Why are you working so hard? And the scariest thing is, your old self feels familiar. And familiarity is comfortable. But remember this. The old you is the version that lost. The old you is the one that was stuck, afraid, small. Every time you step into a better version of yourself, there will be a part of you that wants to go back. That's normal, but it's also a test. The real battle begins when you stop fighting the world and start refusing to become that person again. This is how people sabotage themselves, not because they aren't capable, but because they confuse familiar with safe. Fourth, your mind tests your purpose. Once the noise disappears, you start asking yourself, why am I doing this? This is the stage where most people break. Because when the fight is no longer external, your why becomes everything. If your purpose is weak, you quit. If it's shallow, you give up when no one's watching. But if your purpose is strong, that's when you become unstoppable. When no one's cheering, when no one's clapping, when it's just you and your doubt, that's when your purpose either cracks or hardens. That's when the real warriors are made. Your why isn't just a motivational quote on your wall. It's the fire that burns even when the world goes silent. It's the voice that says, keep going, even when you want to give up. And finally, winning this war isn't about perfection. It's about awareness. You won't always feel strong. You won't always win every inner battle. But the fact that you keep showing up, that you keep fighting, that's what builds something unshakable inside you. It's not about never doubting yourself. It's about refusing to let those doubts define you. It's about meeting your fears in the dark and saying, I'm still here. You already proved you can beat the world. Now it's time to prove you can beat your doubts, your fears, your excuses. Because that's where real strength is built. Not in the loud battles, but in the silent ones. Not when everyone's watching, but when no one is. So remember this: the enemy outside can wound you, but the enemy inside can destroy you, if you let it. Face it, fight it, win it, and when you do, you won't just survive. You'll become unstoppable. The strongest people you know aren't the ones who never struggle. They're the ones who learn to fight battles no one else can see. Every single day. If this message hits something deep inside you, don't just scroll away. Reflect on it. Ask yourself, what inner battle are you facing right now? Comment it, own it. And if you're ready to keep growing, like the video, subscribe, and let's face these silent wars together. Because the world doesn't need another fighter. It needs warriors who can win the war within. That's who you're becoming.